So obviously you guys can tell that I have went and seen the Black Panther movie, and I didn't know whether to wear this in the jungle type feel right here or these. Y'all like cheetah, big whoop. I'm gonna be real with y'all, like the whole dashiki situation, I don't have none and it's a shame. I know I'm awful, but I was like, them people don't want me wearing their shit. Like, they don't want me wearing their dashiki. My stepmom and my little brother and sister all had dashikis on, and I'm standing there looking like regular. I was still styling and profiling. I'm so mad. I'm gonna have to go see it again with some other people and like really do it up big. But I'm here to give you my thoughts and opinions. These are my thoughts and my opinions about Black Panther. If that's something you're interested in, are you interested in people sharing their thoughts and their opinions, or do you want people's thoughts and opinions to basically be what you want their thoughts and opinion be, which would be your thoughts and opinions? That's not how it's happening here. But if you're into that kind of thing, you know, continue to watch. So, I will be the first to admit I am not a comic book fan. I am a comic movie here and there go watcher. So, I don't know the history of the comic book Black Panther, and maybe I should be ashamed and disgusted with myself, but I mean, I don't know it. My best friends know it. My little brother know it. I had to like move from him because he was just talking and just knew what was going on, and I just didn't want to hear all that. Like when we got there, it came out on like a Thursday. We went on a Saturday, the Saturday after it came out. And when I say it was so packed, it was so bad. And it was so packed. Like, I have never sat so close to the screen in my life. Like, just sitting like this the whole time. Okay, so, but it was fine. It was great. I mean, I wasn't complaining. I was just happy to be in there. I did not want them to be sold out because I didn't buy my tickets online. And I didn't go up there and buy them early or anything like that. I just went up there. We just went and just went at, you know, we just went, okay? Disclaimer, again, like, if I mess up some things, like, this was, like, the day is, what's the day? Is the day Wednesday or Tuesday? Anyway, it was like the weekend, so it was like 3 days ago that I seen the movie, and I'm still trying to process all of it at one time, okay? Let's start off with the characters. The beginning opens up in Compton. No. See, that's me. Like, I just don't. The beginning just opened up in the hood in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? And you hear Too Short coming in, and then they playing basketball and stuff like that. And then you get into the whole, like, anchor story of where this whole movie is going to, you know, sperm from. So you see the conversation that's going around, and spoiler alert, like, because I'm going to drop heavy bombs. You see Michael B. Jordan character as a little boy and his father, and then you see the whole altercation between the people from Wakanda. And I wish I could book a plane to Wakanda right now, because when I say the Wakandian men out there with no clothes on in the woods, and they just all beefy, and, you know, it's some of them that's just full of all kind of delectable, delicious black men. So you get into the backstory of Odell. Why do I want to call him Odell Beckman? Like, I cannot. Of Michael C. Jordan's character. So, and mind you, I'm confused because I don't know, like, I don't know. I haven't read the comic book. I haven't seen anything Black Panther other than like the Black Panther. You know, the Black Panther. So I really don't know what's going on. I don't know who's who. I don't know what people's names are. You know, I just don't understand what's going on. I'm just here to support the movie, to support my fellow people. You know, blah blah blah. And the next thing I can remember is the fashions. It's the Lupita Nyong'o. All the clothes just look like it just was made out of computer like equipment. It looked so good. She's a beautiful girl. And I was watching somebody review, and they brought up a fact that back in the day, like even. And the person who brought this up was like older than me. And back when I was in school, the girls who looked like Lupita were picked on, were ridiculed, were this and that, black bitch, ugly, skinny black hoe, bald headed, nappy headed, black bitch, born in Mississippi but take your ass back to Africa, Nigerian, nappy headed, peas ass bitch. I just love to see that all of the black chocolate bald headed girls, the gap tooth girls are on the runway. The girls that are so black they almost purple are getting their shine on, and I just live for it at this moment. And I want it to grow and to grow and to grow. Just think if other than Black Panther, because the Black Panther is so big, number one, because it's a full black cast. Number two is because it's a Marvel movie, and number three is because it's a comic book. So it had a whole bunch of people going to see it. You know what I'm saying? So the movie made over $200 million, I think, in the first weekend. And you have to realize that it's not just black people. We couldn't, if all of us in America went, it wouldn't have made all that money. It takes the whole country and the whole people bonding over one thing that makes things succeed like that. Take away the fact that it was Marvel and a comic book and Disney and all that good stuff. Think about like an all black cast flick that you go see. Like Girls Trip was a big movie, but because of certain situations and circumstances and the cast who it was. But just think about all the people who was in Black Panther who no one really knows. Like the sister, like I didn't know who she was. She wasn't in any of the commercials that I saw or posters or ads that I saw, but she was a standout character. The girl with the bald head who looked like Viola Davis. She was from The Walking Dead, I think. But a lot of people didn't know who she was. Like a lot of black people watch The Walking Dead, but a lot of black people I know don't watch The Walking Dead. The dude who was over the other team or whatever, like no one, I didn't know who he was. A lot of people I was with didn't know who he was. I really didn't know who the main character was. Chadwick Basabu, Basalea, Boswick. The only person who I really knew, well, it was a couple. It was, of course, the incomparable Angela Bassett. The ever so lovely and body outrageous Michael Q. Jordan. Of course, Lupita Nyong'o. Forrest Whitaker, I knew him. You know, those are the people that you know, but I'm talking about the young people who's coming up now. I really didn't know who they were. And just think about if there was another movie that came out with an all-black cast that does just as good as Black Panther, that does just as good as Girls Trip. With the same hype and the same attitude and the same energy that they're doing for Black Panther, because there's a lot of black movies out there, y'all. All my white people, all my Caucasians, and all my Hispanics and Mexicans and people overseas and Indonesians. It's a lot of black movies out there. It's a lot. You have to think about, in America, it's mostly American. So when I go see a Meryl Streep flick, I'm just seeing a Meryl Streep flick. Everybody in the movie is white except for the token black woman or token black man. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not playing a stereotype, you know, they're still the only black person that you see. So you thinking, I'm in space, and the only black person in space is him, but he's a drunk. So the only black person in space is a drunk? I'm not into that. So, but that's just something that we become a condition to, because blah, 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 Black Panther. Let's get into it. Number one, Michael S. Jordan. I wasn't really here for him playing that character. I don't know the background of the character or whatever or whatever. I want to call him Loki so bad, but that's not his name. But I wasn't into Michael J. Jordan playing the villain. I'm really not. I'm familiar with some of his work, but from what I've seen, I would rather him been the dude that was in the army, the black dude that was in the army who was in Get Out, and the dude who was in Get Out was in Michael B. Jordan's position. Because you could see in the dude who was from Get Out and the character that he played that he could have gave you rage a lot better. He could have gave you, you know, angry a lot better. I don't really get angry with Michael Q. Jordan because he had them big old lips and that thick neck, but he did a great job, but it just wouldn't have been my pick. But maybe they got him because of the ratio of how big he was. I'm pretty sure the dude from Get Out is a lot smaller than Michael P. Jordan. The fashions was great, the men's was great, the acting was great, the special effects were, you know, they were like this during the movie. And that's just me being honest, but it still looked great. Even when I went to see King Kong Skull Island, like that movie was like the effects were like this as well. You know what I'm saying? That was directed by whoever it's directed by. I'm pretty sure some big name white person. I could be wrong, but I'm probably not. The fight scenes were, you know, they were. Yeah, you know, like the best fight scene movie I have ever seen were the Avengers. I think the first Avenger movie. I think wasn't it the one where the one that they were all collectively first getting together. And the Hulk didn't want to be a part of it, and then he landed somewhere. I don't know. I could be mistaking it, but the Avenger movies have some awesome fight scenes. Like it's crazy. And me not being, you know, well educated on the Black Panther comic book history, I don't know, I felt like people would have more power in Wakanda. I know they have power because of the mineral that is in the mountain, that the people trying to get their hands on or whatever, but I would think more people would have more, you know, more power than what they have, like, other than just the Black Panther. And I mean, he has powers and stuff, but and strength and speed and stuff like that. But I don't know. I felt like Angela Bassett should have had some kind of levitation power or some type of, you know, eye whispering power or something like that. But I mean, it was great. And for me, again, not being, you know, well versed with what was going on in the Black Panther comic book history, I really wasn't expecting it to be so African, you know, the continent of Africa. I didn't expect it to be, honestly, I wasn't thinking it was going to be take place in Africa at all. Because I don't know why. Because I've never seen the Black Panther. All I knew was he was a black man and he had a black outfit and he was a Black Panther. But I don't know why I thought it would have took place in New York like all other movies, you know. I mean, I thought it because I haven't seen shit, but that just what came across my mind. I did not think it would take place in Africa, because I haven't read the comic books, because I don't read comic books, so I don't know about the Black Panther. So, you know, don't keep coming for me because you think it wouldn't take place in Africa. Well, I don't want to hear that, because I'm telling you, I didn't know. I was ignorant to the fact, and I, you know, just went to go see it because, you know, whatever. Will there be a sequel? I hope. I'm pretty sure like the money that is made is like beating all these records and setting all these records and, you know, doing way more than people actually thought it was going to do. So I'm pretty sure there will be a sequel. And I will go and see it. I'm going to try my best to go talk to my brother and my best friend about it to figure out what's really going on, and maybe watch some YouTube, you know, old clips of the Black Panther so I can know what was really going on, you know what I'm saying? So next time I go, I can be I can be much more enlightened and know the backstory of the people and the places and the things. Because I found out after the fact, after I watched the movie, why where they got the name Wakanda. I know it has something to do with something and something over there in Africa. Two things put together, two places. The wilderness in the Congo. Hell, I don't know. The ending, this is where it gets spoiled. At the ending, I really thought that Michael J. Jordan character would have been, bitch slapped and redeemed. I did not really expect him to be killed. I felt like maybe he still couldn't have not been killed from what I'm thinking in my recollection, in my mind. I'm thinking that he still could have not been killed. But I just felt like he should have been redeemed. He had already went through the trauma. His uncle, brother, sister, cousin had already set his daddy up. And they left him out there abandoned as a child. And he had finally got there and tried to get his revenge. And he was a Wakandovian, you know what I'm saying? So I think he could have been saved. Maybe in part 2, in a sequel, he'll come back from the ashes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's something that can happen that can make him come back or whatever. But for it to only be 2 white faces in the whole movie, it was a major movie, because I've seen movies where it was no black people, but it wasn't, the Black Panther scale, you know what I'm saying? It was just, independent films or stuff like, just regular, the culture movies that we know, you know what I'm saying? But to only see 2 white faces, and probably collectively, they probably spent maybe together 25 minutes on the screen, really tripped me out. And then I can't really tell if Wakanda hovers over Africa, or if it's in Africa but hidden in the trees or something. Because when they are first going to Wakanda, it just opens up. It isn't like they brush through trees. It's just like the shit just disappears and they just ride on into Wakanda. And I remember in the movie, when you first see Wakanda, I just leaned over to my stepmom like, bitch, they just in Tokyo, what's really going on? Because that's what I like to do. I will ruin a movie too, because I will give you commentary the whole movie. I am good for leaning over and got something to say. Bitch, what? You know what I'm saying? I wish I could be in the next movie, but I want to have a wig. I want to be the one who stumbled across Wakanda. Me and my friends just out. We in Africa, you know what I'm saying? We scraped up enough money to go to Africa because we want to get in touch. We want to be more woke. We want to be, feel the earth beneath our feet, in between our toes. So we go to Africa, and somehow, some way, we just fuck off and end up in Wakanda. And I got this good old 32-inch trying to figure out where are we, you know what I'm saying? It's things flying. People are fabulous, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of extra stuff that I ain't never seen before. A whole bunch of green screen acting. I'm ready for it. Oh my God, girls, where are we? Oh my God, girls. Is that Gucci that he have on? Is that Gucci that you have on? Girl, where are we? No. But on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9.7325827891112. It was a great movie. I just didn't like Michael B. Jordan's, him in that character. I can't think of who I would have wanted, because I want to see new people. I'm tired of seeing, blah, blah, blah. I ain't gonna call names because those are my brothers and I will not. But I'm tired of seeing blah, blah, blah and blah, blah, blah and blah, blah, blah and blah, blah, blah every time I turn the TV on. Every major movie is blah, blah, blah. But I mean, that's what happens. That's how you get someone to be as famous as Will Smith, because it's not a lot of people that they're letting be a Will Smith. There's not a lot of people that they're letting be, Denzel Washington. Do you realize that Denzel Washington only has maybe 2 Oscars? Really? I think he only have 1. Come on now. I'm just saying. Go see the movie, y'all. Support the cause. Put your fist up. Put your what your faces on. Put your dashikis on and go in there with your head wrapped up like Kaya. You know what I'm saying? Like a Muslim. And I'm gonna get out of here. I know it was all over the place, girl. Like, I can't, like, I should have did it like immediately. I'm like, every time I see a movie, I have to go see it again, like before it leaves the movie theater, so I can just, you know, refresh myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be an update one, so you might catch one, but you probably most likely 100% won't. That's just me. Oh Lord, well I thank you so much for watching, and I thank you so much for being a part of the show, and I want to thank me for being entertaining and coming and giving you, you know, something that you can get into, something that you can feel. I wish you would subscribe, but you ain't got to subscribe if you don't want to. But you can like the video, you can share it or not share it, or, you know, it's a miracle hole. See you guys later. I will see you on the next video. This month, next month, 3 months. I don't know. Y'all know how it is out here for a working lady, you know. Shining, 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 yeah. Look at this money. I've been losing my mind. Whoa, hold up. Don't try to slow me down. Slow me down. I'm gonna act the fool for ya. Hey. Come on, ratchet boy. Let me get out of here. See ya hoes later.